So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Instant match reaction from St James's Park. Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0, and that's 90 minutes of my life I'm not going to get back. 90 minutes of crap football once again, and another terrible performance from Manchester United. But the thing is, I'm not even surprised, because I said this was coming. It's all good getting wins against Luton Town, Sheffield United, Brentford, Everton, etc. But as soon as we come up against a team that can play football, that are determined to win the game, we will get turned over. And I know that game was 1-0, and it should have been a lot more. Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw today were absolutely fantastic. If they did not play as well as they did, we are looking at another 5 or 6-0. That's how bad it was today. But that's what I'm saying. As soon as we come up against a good footballing side, we get turned over and made to look shit. Made to look shit. And that's exactly what I've been saying about these players. They cannot rise to these occasions against these big sides. The bare minimum, the non-negotiable is effort. Is effort. That's what I care about the most. But every single player on that pitch, other than Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire, hang your head in shame. Because you were all shocking today. No effort. The body language from some of these players today was shocking. Marcus Rashford, I know we talk about it every week, but how on earth is Ten Hag seeing what he's doing on that pitch and starting him every single week? And how McTominay has survived 3 managers and still gets into that team every week is beyond me. It's all good beating Luton. It's all good getting these results. And yes, we're getting over the line in games. But it's these games that matter. It's these games we need to turn up in. And as soon as they come, every single big team we've come against this season has absolutely peppered us. Because we are not good enough to play at that level right now. We are not good enough to match up to their standard. And that's what frustrates me the most. Because we know it's coming. We know we're going to get battered about these sides. Yes, in the preview, I was kind of excited. I was going to St James's Park, injury hit Newcastle, coming off a poor result in the Champions League. How are we going to react? But it's the same thing about these players all season. They just don't have what it takes. They don't. You know, Martial today, jogging around the pitch, just useless. McTominay had no idea what he was doing. Newcastle, the amount of space they had to run through. Every time they got on the ball, they were zipping through like 3 or 4 players because our players didn't care. Our players didn't care. We just want effort in this side. Rashford on that right-hand side. On that right-hand side today, the tracking back that he did was terrible. How easy it is to play against Rashford. It's unbelievable. And rightly so he got taken off. But he shouldn't be starting these games. You can talk about it being on Ten Hag, getting them ready for these type of games. But it's the players on that pitch I don't care. We're seeing the players on the pitch. We're seeing the effort they're putting in. There's nothing there. Like, we thought the game started in the 87th minute. In the 87th minute, did we think the game started then? I thought it was an 8 PM kickoff. Obviously, the players didn't, because that's the only time we had the ball. That's the only time we had the ball. And there was no hope, because nothing changed in the game. Absolutely nothing changed. We got dominated in the first half. And I'm thinking to myself, we cannot continue. We continued until the 60th minute and the goal came. It's predictable. It was so predictable. And that's the worst part about it. How predictable is it? Why are you playing the same way when you just got peppered? When you just got battered for 45 minutes? Their attempts. There was a stat in the second half. 18 attempts to our 2. We had 1 shot on target. We've not won a game in the top 8 away from home since 2021. I can name you 3 things guaranteed in life. Death, taxes, and Manchester United struggling on an away game. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that against the top 8. It's terrible, guys, because, I just want to see... I want to see some effort. Yes, I've been pleased recently with some of the things we've been seeing. And yes, the main thing is getting over the line. But it's these games that make us, that embarrass us. Rivals fans are watching are absolutely laughing. They are laughing at us. Because we know what was coming. Because Newcastle are so far determined. They wanted every single ball today. We were second to every ball. The amount of space we gave up, the shocking defending at times from Wan-Bissaka and Diego Dallo. Let me just mention that. The tracking back today from McTominay. Kobe Mainoo didn't have the best of games. Bruno at times was trying. Rashford and Garnacho just couldn't be asked on the wings. You can see it. They're not playing for him. They are not playing for him. It's clear to see. I don't know why, because this is the manager that got you the top 4 last season. That got you Champions League football again. I don't know. I can't really blame the manager on this, because he put out a team that he thought was the best today. That's a team which, over the last couple of games, we have been seeing effort from. We have been seeing them get over the line. But today, we just accepted defeat. From minute 1, we accepted defeat. But, yeah, the team lineup going into the game. Andre and Nana in goal. Shaw and Maguire, who were absolutely amazing today. Credit to both of those. They were the only 2 on the pitch that deserve any credit. And we're not going to be doing player ratings today, because every single one of them is going to get similar rating. So I'm not going to bother with that, because it wouldn't be hard to choose them today. And I know you guys obviously think the same, so there's no point in me going over my thoughts about it, because I'm not going to have any different thoughts to you guys. So Andre and Nana, Shaw, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka and Diego Dallo, McTominay, Kobe Mainoo, Bruno, Garnacho, Rashford on the right, and Martial up top. Højlund was benched for some unknown reason. Don't know why that was, considering Martial really hasn't played well for the last month or so when he has been picked recently, and that's why we've given up on the guy already, because we know he's not good enough. We know he's not going to give us good performances week in and week out. So that was the team going into it. And as I mentioned, I thought going into the game, maybe we can get at this team, get an early goal, tire these out, stay in the game. But you see in the first half, and immediately you're thinking, change it, because we knew what was coming. A goal was coming. There was gonna be a time in that game when they scored, and it should have been 5 or 6 now, like I mentioned. And again, if that was the case, I think Ten Hag would have been in big, big trouble, because the fixtures we have coming up now, I think we have Chelsea midweek, Aston Villa, Bayern Munich, and 2 other tough teams as well, Liverpool. So I'm not looking forward to this month now, am I? Considering every single good team we play, we just get battered from. And that's what people are forgetting about. But I've been mentioning it. I've been saying, as soon as we come up against a good side, it's done for. It's done for, because these players cannot match and cannot rise to the occasion of the other team. They can't do it. They can't. We somehow could last season at times, but things have changed, and I don't see Ten Hag getting any improvement out of these players, especially with likes of Rashford, McTominay, players like that who just are not giving it. But I'm gonna blame Ten Hag as well, because I'm not seeing anything on that pitch from him, like from what he's seeing from the players. He's watching that. He's watching Rashford lazily track back. He's watching Rashford have that body language that he's having on that pitch week in, week out. Every time he misplaces a pass, head in his hands. Not, get on with it. Not an apology. Not, what, I'm going to try and improve my game from here on now. Nah, hands up, throws arms up in the air, strops, goes off on the bench, has another strop, and it's the same thing every single time he plays. Every single time he plays. And how he's getting into the team right now, I don't know. Just give Palestri a chance, man. Because it's shocking, man. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. As I mentioned, I'm not going to do player ratings here, because every single rating would be similar. So it just wouldn't be, there's no point in me, making this video a longer video than it needs to be, considering it doesn't have to be, because we know what these players perform like today. So my man of the match, Shaw and Maguire. Both of them, brilliant. Maguire's not put a foot wrong recently, and how bad is that he's one of our best performing players, considering we wanted him out? How are we praising him now? You know what I mean? I want to praise him. I want to see good performances from him. And they must be, Shaw and Maguire today must be looking at that team in front of them thinking, what on earth are you guys doing? You do the bare minimum. Put in the effort. Play for the team. You know what I mean? It's that easy. That's all we ask for. That's all we ask for. But, yeah. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. We've got another tough month coming up now. I don't see where the results are coming now. I really don't. There's not an easy game in our next 5 or 6 games. There's really, really not. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Certainly let me know your thoughts down below. What went wrong? Who's to blame? Let me know down below. But anyway, guys, that's me done. Let me go and enjoy my Sunday.